beloved hearts. I wanted to share with you a little bit about our beautiful masterclass that we're going to be doing coming up soon, called Inner Christ Activation and the Temple of Telos. And I'm sitting in one of my favorite places here in Cape Town called the Dining Miller Trail. This view is just really gorgeous, and just this incredible sea view too. You can have a look there. So just really a very beautiful place to be in one of my favorite morning walks. So I wanted to express what I've been experiencing energetically, and also how this ties in with our New Earth experience. So many of us, as we deepen into New Earth and expand in consciousness and light, we're experiencing many changes, physiological changes within the body, because that's essentially what we do experience. Is everything is a very physical process. And one of the beautiful frequencies, and of course there's so many that we can draw upon and work with, is the energy of the rays of creation. And they spiral forth from the cosmic heart of Mother, Father, God onto all the beautiful planets in our solar system, and then through Venus and Shambala, Shambala being our etheric spiritual headquarters, and then into all the inner plane ashrams, into the crystalline cities of light, into the temples of light that exist within and around the sacred earth. And we're following then this series of beautiful initiations, but how they are experienced and expressed for us as we expand our light frequency as New Earthers. And we're going to be starting from this first initiation in this month called the birth of Christ. So this is the birth of Christ within, and the Temple of Telos. So the Temple of Telos is within Mount Shasta. It's actually beneath Mount Shasta, and it holds this beautiful frequency of the seventh ray of ceremonial magic, because it's primarily the space that is activated through the masters, and particularly Saint Germain. And it's a doorway that you actually move through, a portal that you move through into this inner ashram of light. And there are many masters that hang out there. And one of the masters that I work with on the inner planes is the late Dr. Joshua David Stone. And this is one of his favorite places too. He actually took me into that inner Temple of Telos, and you move through this portal of violet light because it's related to the violet flame. And we ended up just sitting in this, it was a long table. I was sitting around this long table with many of the masters, and I recognized Saint Germain, I recognized Ananda, and there was another time we were sitting in this little room with a fireplace, and there was Madame Blavatsky and Alice Bailey, whom the late Joshua David Stone was also very much connected to with his spiritual work. So the work goes on energetically on so many different levels, and we are invited into many of these inner plane temples, ashrams, cities of light that hold these frequencies. What occurs with us energetically through the birthing of the Christ is that we rebalance our divine masculine, divine feminine spirits. That's this fifth and sixth dimensional frequencies. And then from there, what we do is that we activate that inner Christ, which is a golden frequency, as crystalline consciousness into every cell. So we then start to raise our frequency and vibration as we clear the density, but also done through the awareness and the consciousness of being in 0 point, which is our divine feminine, and then moving out into the doing of our divine masculine, and each time just expanding that beautiful golden flame. And there's different ways that we do it, and the rays of creation, what occurs with us is we bring that photonic light into the body as we expand through our own beautiful soul embodiment process in becoming our higher light upon the sacred earth. That photonic light comes down as an infusion of initially diamond white light through the spine, and it connects the spinal column. And from there, what actually occurs is that we move deeper into not only the expression of the higher mind connecting into the heart and becoming that higher light frequency, but also what we experience is that the spinal column is coming online as the divine operating intelligence of the body. So in this beautiful transmission, we are going to be invited into the office of the Christ, which is within Shambala. It's a beautiful second ray ashram frequency of love and wisdom. And the office of the Christed One in particular holds a golden ray frequency, but it's also imbued with that threefold flame of blues and pinks and golden yellow frequencies, and will deepen into this divine alchemical marriage of our divine masculine and divine feminine aspects, and then deepen into the expanding of that beautiful golden flame of Christ consciousness from within. And then from there we then expand into the violet flame for deepening levels of the density clearing. And we invited then into this beautiful temple within Telos, which holds this violet flame frequency. And there we also experience the activation of what we call the 33 Cosmic Christ holographic discs. These are beautiful Christ consciousness discs that activate along the 33 vertebrae in the spinal column, and we'll move deeper into this activation of working with the spinal column and what each of the different parts of the spinal column represent for us energetically. And with that, what we're also going to be doing is working with these beautiful Andara frequencies, and the one that's been coming through here is what I'm calling the Christ light, and it's a beautiful blue light holding just a Christed frequency from within, and you can actually see that just a beautiful Christ light within. It's one of the most powerful Andara frequencies that I've experienced. So within the office of the Christed One, we will experience that energetically, as well as working with there's also the green and blue and golden frequency. This is the divine alchemical marriage. So the divine alchemical marriage works very much with the blues and greens. It's the heart and mind integration. And then some of them are experienced also within golden frequencies as the birth of Christ. And others just have the blue and beautiful green frequencies. These are really, truly powerful Andara frequencies that I have been working with. And we're also having them as pendants. So this is, what you are invited to do is to join us in this really beautiful masterclass. And here again, it's just that golden frequency. It's just so very, very powerful. To join us in this incredible, beautiful masterclass of the activation of the inner Christ and the Temple of Telos, which is really just a very powerful way to expand that Christ light from within, and also to deepen that connection with the ascended masters, planetary spiritual hierarchy, because as we become our higher light, that connection differs. And in fact, what actually occurs is that there's 12 beautiful ray frequencies. They form almost like a crown of light around the crown chakra, and they connect into the higher mind and into the brain in these streams of consciousness and light. So once we deepen into utilizing these beautiful flames and we integrate them, it actually forms a golden halo around the crown chakra. But we also utilize these rays of creation through and into the ley lines and sacred sites to amplify the frequency within each country, and also to assist in the transmutation process and the clearing of the density, particularly in the 3D timelines. So there's a lot that we're going to be doing in this sacred masterclass, and I look forward to having you join us. I look forward to seeing you soon. So from my heart and to yours, to the cosmic heart of all creation, blessings in love. Namaste.